eyes now, but I know there's always a way. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make the whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I'll fix you up for you.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Real Courts, Real Judges, and Real Court Cases. And this is just a friendly reminder to everybody who comes in. If you like this content and you're not a subscriber to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and help this channel grow. That's the only... If you can't support this channel any other way, you can support it by subscribing and hitting all notifications and clicking and hitting that like button when you leave or before you come in. That's how you support the channel. I have everything else covered. So today is Judge Mike Jacobs. So yeah, I'm glad to see new faces. I'm glad that our channel grew a little bit. But come on, you guys. If you can't, I know some of you can't support our channel monetarily, but you can support by subscribing, letting the channel grow that way. And that will show the others that we can do this without being hateful. Unfortunately, we have channels out there that totally disrespect the rules of YouTube, so so let's get started with Judge Mike Jacobs. So let's share screen. DeKalb County State. Let me go back to StreamYard. Make this bigger. Oh, and by the way, guys, if I'm not interacting with you in the chat, it's because I'm watching you. I'm watching what's being presented to you, so I can skip ads, because music and ads have been getting this channel struck. So I have to be real careful with ads. So I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to you guys in the chat. I have to concentrate on what's being presented to you so I can skip the ads so the channel doesn't get struck. But here we go. This is Judge Mike Jacobs.
7 pages? Well,
There's a lot of duplicate.
yeah, I see that. I see that. All right, well, let's start from the top. Abernathy Williams.
Judge, I requested that he be removed from the calendar, and I believe Ms. Jones told them not to bring him down.
Okay. Andrew Allen, 2 cases.
Judge, on position number 2, he is entering a guilty plea, and position number 3, the state and I have consented to a signature bond, and I will be sending along that bond orders shortly.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Allen, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Your Honor.
State your name.
Andrew Allen.
He's pleading guilty to the 1 count of shoplifting.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the accusation now reads, the defendant Andrew Allen waives copy of the accusation, lists witnesses, formal arraignment, pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Allen?
Yes.
And Ms. King, do I have permission to sign for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Weldon, does your signature that appears here apply to the guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wrote the guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Allen, both with express permission. Then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. You agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation? Waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure. Mr. Weldon for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. King for the defense.
Yes, Judge.
Ms. King, I'm sorry, wait. Mr. Allen, did you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea?
Yes.
And did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes.
And you, in fact, waive those constitutional rights?
Yes.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Mr. Allen, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No.
You have certain constitutional rights: the right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, the right to testify on your own behalf, right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, the right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up waiving all of these rights?
Yes, I am.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you are a United States citizen.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and enter a guilty. I do need to inform you that any habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction would need to be filed within 1 year of today. And with that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to 1 count of shoplifting. That's safe for its recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. The state recommends 3 days credit for time served, 12 months of probation, and stay away from the subject Walmart located at 5401 Farrington Road.
Any response or opposition to the proposed sentence, Ms. King?
Judge, I would just request that probation be non-reporting throughout, since the only condition is to stay away.
All right, that's fine. Sentence is going to be 12 months, 3 credit for 3 balance on non-reporting probation. And the only condition of probation is do not return to the Walmart at 5401 Farrington Road. Again, 12 months, 3 credit for 3 balance on probation. Do not return to the Walmart at 5401 Farrington Road. It's a bunch of null. Let me get, hold on. Let's get Indy Bell
This individual has bonded out.
bonded out. Cleophas Campbell.
Judge, for position 5, that's an FTA. We have sent over updated contact information, and the state has consented to a UJR on position number 6.
There's some. Well, hold on. Never mind. I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me. Yeah, he's just got the one bench warrant. So we'll go ahead and set this case for December 17th arraignments at 1:30 p.m. December 17th arraignments at 1:30 p.m. Next, I've got Dominic Clark, 2
Judge,
cases.
Mr. Clark, this is a probation violation. He's been in for 13 days. I spoke with Officer Cameron. It's apparently not her case. I don't have a petition. I would object to a reset just because of the length of time he's been in custody. That seems like sufficient time for a petition to be prepared and a recommendation be made. But it's my understanding she's going to ask for the case to be reset.
How much time remains on this case, Officer Cameron?
Give me 1 second, Judge. It was a warrant and tow case, Your Honor. So this case was back in 2022.
Okay.
Looking at the time now. He has at least a year, Your Honor.
And Judge,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, looking at the delinquency report, it appears that the violations are having to do with failure to report to probation and complete conditions. I don't believe, and again, I'm just looking on the delinquency report, but at that time, there was no new arrest alleged.
Okay, well, I mean, still, I'm going to order a 1 week bring back in the case. I need a petition next week, though. 1 week continuance. And we must have a petition next week.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay. Derek Collier.
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, Judge. Officer Cameron, could you give me the name of Mr. Clark's probation officer so I can contact them directly?
Got you, Ms. King.
You could just put it in the chat. Thank you so much. For Mr. Collier, Judge, this is an FTA. I passed along updated contact information to the court.
Okay. All right, this case, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and set this case for December 18th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. December 18th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. And I will recall the bench warrant for Mr. Collier. Lewis Kraft.
This is going to be a bond hearing, Your Honor. Would you like me to proceed with my argument?
Yep, go ahead.
Judge, Mr. Kraft currently has a $10,000 bond. He's been in for 8 days. I have to tread lightly on this. I represented the named victim in this case earlier this year, in a case that she picked up where Mr. Kraft was the alleged victim. So now the case that he is here for today, she is the alleged victim in that one. I won't make too much argument, Judge, just because of the potential conflict issues. But I think considering the fact that they've both been arrested for cases against each other, there may be kind of a pattern of this occurring within their relationship. We have no objection to a no contact. It's probably for the best for them not to have contact with each other. One of his charges is violating a family violence order. She has a bond condition to stay away from him as well. So I would just request that Your Honor reduce his bond to $1,000.
All right, let's say the state.
Yes, Your Honor. And with all due respect to Ms. King, I do think that is a conflict of interest, but I'll leave that to the court to determine what to do there. But the state does believe that's a conflict. And thank you, Ms. King, for letting us know. The state has some serious problems and concerns with this defendant. He has 2 convictions out of Cherokee County involving the exact same victim. Your Honor, one of those convictions was coming on June 2nd of 2024 for aggravated stalking. Given the facts of this case, the state's probably going to investigate a referral to the district attorney's office for a subsequent aggravated stalking. Not to mention notifying probation in his Cherokee County case that they might want to be revoking that first offender that he obtained in 2024. This defendant has 9 cycles on his Georgia criminal history. He has 12 cycles on a Virginia criminal history, which is a little bit.
How many what has he been convicted of?
Yes, Your Honor. He's been convicted of. So there's the aggravated stalking in Cherokee County, and that was in 2024. Then a lot of arrests, Your Honor, not a lot of convictions. And there was a violation of family violence order that was in 2024 as well.
Why don't I ask this question? What's his current bond?
$10,000.
10. Okay.
10, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
How many days in custody?
8 days, Judge.
I'll cut his current bond in half to $5,000. The aggravated stalking conviction is the same alleged victim.
Yes, Your Honor.
$5,000 bench warrant.
You mean bond, Judge? You said bench warrant.
I'm sorry, yeah, sorry. $5,000, sorry. Hold on. $5,000 cash or surety bond. Don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity. Stay away from the alleged victim. Stay away from the alleged victim's address and return to court on a future date that I will set. $500 cash surety. Don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity. Stay away from the alleged victim. Stay away from the alleged victim's address, and don't violate the laws. I'm sorry, and return to court on a future date that I will set.
I was going to ask about the conflict, Judge. I don't know if you were about to address
Yeah.
that.
So right, Ms. Jones,
Yes, Judge.
you need to get to work on finding conflict counsel for him.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Jeremiah Davis.
The state has consented to a $1 cash bond in this case, Judge. I'll be preparing that order shortly.
Okay. Randy Douglas.
The state has consented to a UJR here, Judge. I will be preparing that order shortly.
Okay. Chantel Edwards.
This is an FTA. I passed along updated contact information to Ms. Jones. I would request that Your Honor lift this FTA.
Can you repeat that for Chantel Edwards?
I just requested that the judge lift her bench warrant so that she could be released from custody and provided with a further court date.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Let's go with that's fine. I will do that. Let's set this case for that arraignment date in December. December 17th, arraignment, 1:30 p.m. in courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse. December 17th, 1:30 p.m. courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse. All right. Alexandra Elseman.
Judge, I think this is a Division 2 case. It was our arrest date, but it's listed as Division 2, so we can remove her from the calendar.
All right, Division 2. That case will go to Division 2. Philip Feaster.
Judge, he has been on loan out, I believe, to Fulton County for months. I have no idea when he will be back. So obviously I will request him for jail pleas when he is back, but I would request that he be removed for now.
He's here, Judge.
Oh, he's here? He's back?
He's at Rutledge State Prison.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When do you want to talk with him?
Sure, Judge. You want me to talk with him now?
I'll put you in a breakout room.
Okay.
Might as well get it worked out while he's here.
Yes, Your Honor, the state did make an offer to the defense yesterday.
Okay. Go ahead. I need Rutledge State Prison to go ahead and accept that request. There you go. All right.
we're ready, Judge. I believe he does want to enter a plea in that case.
Do you want to send over the signed accusation, Mr. Weldon? Do you want me to sign it for you?
I sent it to Ms. Jones a couple of minutes ago, Your Honor.
It's in remarkable, Judge.
I got a bunch of null process in here. Let me just sign these quickly. Some of these may not be on the calendar. If they are, you can let me know when we get to them. Case number 24C07765, State versus Vernon Dean. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 23C03293, State versus Francisco Sanchez. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 24C05433, State versus Arisha McKinney. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 24C05069, State versus Latoya Vinson. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 21C02937, State versus Andrea Burks. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 24C01499, State versus Shakra Ralapali. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 24C04331 versus Naticha Downey. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. think that's everything. All right, so Donita, these are coming over in one document, so they'll need to be separated out.
Okay.
Wait, I can send them one at a time. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Nope. Well, I guess none of them are on the calendar since they say not on the calendar in all caps. We just make sure they all come through and then we'll get started again.
They're all here, Judge.
You got 7? I've got 5 so far.
Oh, no, 6.
Yeah, well, I've got 5, so just give me a second. Well, now I have 8, so hopefully that's all of them. That's one more than there actually is. All right, Donita, can you just cross-check those against what was uploaded? And if you don't have them all, let me know.
I will check.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Feaster, right?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Feaster, raise your right. Where is he? Oh, it's a little, yeah, the lighting's not great there at Rutledge State Prison. Mr. Feaster, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Philip Jason Feaster.
How's he pleading to the one count of possession of drug-related objects in case number 23C 05632?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, so the accusation now reads: the defendant, Philip Jason Feaster, waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses, formal arraignment, pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Feaster?
Yes, sir.
And do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Judge.
And Mr. Weldon, does your signature that appears here apply to the guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I wrote the guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Feaster, both with express permission. And then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. You agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation, waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure. Ms. King for the defense
Yes, Judge.
and Mr. Weldon for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Feaster, did you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes, sir.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, Mr. Feaster, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No, sir.
You have certain constitutional rights: right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up waiving all of these rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you in your plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, sir.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, sir.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I do need to inform you any habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction is going to need to be filed within 1 year of today. With that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to the one count of possession of a drug-related object. Ask state for its recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. The state recommends 2 days credit for time served, 12 months of probation, a drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment, and stay away from 1555 La Vista Road.
1555.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any response or opposition, Ms. King?
Two things, Judge. One, I'd request that he receive credit for any drug and alcohol treatment that he receives while in custody. And I would ask that once he does that, that probation go non-reporting.
The state consent, Your Honor.
What? Okay.
Yeah, state consent.
All right. Sentence is going to be 12 months, 2 credit for 2, balance on probation, waive all fees and waive the probation fee. Drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment is recommended with credit for any drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment completed while in custody. Do not return to 1555 La Vista Road, non-reporting upon completion of the terms. 12 months, 2 credit for 2, waive all court costs, waive all probation fees. Drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment is recommended with credit for any drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment completed while in custody. Do not return 1555 La Vista Road, non-reporting upon completion of the terms. Okay. Jesus Gomez Lopez.
He bonded out, Judge.
Okay.
I'll get a copy of this paper.
And then I've got Javon Haskins.
That's going to be a plea, Your Honor.
Nope, not that case. That one either. What's the case number here, please?
25C05030.
Just to confirm, 25C05030, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Haskins, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Javon Haskins.
All right. Case number 25C05030, State versus Javon Haskins. Mr. Haskins charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. How's he pleading here?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, wrote the guilty plea in the top. The accusation now reads: the defendant, Javon Chase Haskins, waives copy of the accusation list. Witnesses formal arraignment pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Haskins?
Yes, sir.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Weldon, your signature applies to the guilty plea, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I wrote guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Haskins, both with express permission. And then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusations and waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure? Ms. King for the defense
Yes, Your Honor.
and Mr. Weldon for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Haskins, you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea.
Yes, sir.
You understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes, sir.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
Then I'll find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, Mr. Haskins, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No, sir.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you, and your plea?
Yes, sir.
You have certain constitutional rights: right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, the right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up, waiving all of these rights?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, sir.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, sir.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
Yes, I am.
All right, and I do need to inform you any habeas corpus petition challenging your convictions need to be filed within 1 year of today. With that,
What's
I'm
the
going to
plea?
enter. Pardon me?
What's the plea again? I'm sorry.
Guilty to 1 count of criminal trespass.
Is it time served?
I don't know. We're about to talk about that. But
Yes,
what's,
sir.
Yeah, Mr.
what's,
Haskins,
the,
you'll
what,
be reminded of it.
what's the state's recommendation?
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Your Honor. The state recommends 46 days credit for time served, 12 months probation, and stay away from 4760 Memorial Drive.
It's non-reporting probation. 40 what? 6 what?
4760 Memorial Drive is the address.
All right. And Ms. King, any response or opposition?
No, Judge, my only request was going to be non-reporting, which you covered.
Right. So 12 months, 46 credit for 46, balance on non-reporting probation, and do not return to 4760 Memorial Drive. 12 months, 46 credit for 46, balance on non-reporting probation, do not return to 4760 Memorial Drive. Amir Hodge.
Thank you. Oh,
This
one
is
more
the-
thing. It's a court date on December 17th. Do I have to show up here or like?
Yeah. Mr. Haskins, it's like we talked about. You do have a court date on December 17th at the DeKalb County Courthouse, but we'll call you after court.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Next up, I've got Amir Hodge.
How you doing, Your Honor?
This is a plea as well, Judge.
I'm up in the
Okay.
camera. I can't even see. Y'all can see me.
Raise your right hand, Mr. Hodge. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
To the day I die. Yes, yes, nothing but the truth. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's great. But I'm going to just ask as we go forward for straightforward answers to my questions, okay? They're all yes or no questions.
Yes, Your Honor.
It just makes things go more smoothly.
Is my hand supposed to still be up?
Oh, yeah, no, you put that down.
Oh, okay, I'll just make sure. Okay.
That's a fair question.
Making sure.
All right. So he's charged with one kind of battery, family violence, one kind of theft by taking. How's he pleading?
Guilty to both, Your Honor.
Okay. So the accusation now reads: the defendant, Amir Eternity Hodge, waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses. Formal arraignment pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Hodge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And do I have permission to sign for you, Mr. Weldon? Oh, no, wrong. Ms. King.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Weldon, your signature applies to the guilty plea, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wrote the guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Hodge, both with express permission. And then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation? Waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure? Ms. King for the defense
Yes, Your Honor.
and Mr. Weldon for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hodge, you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea.
Excuse me, could you repeat that, please?
Did you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea?
Oh, yes, we spoke on the phone. Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
So do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea, Ms. King?
I do, Your Honor.
Then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Mr. Hodge, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand proceedings today?
No, Your Honor.
You have certain constitutional rights: right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up, waiving all of these rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you, and your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
I am, Your Honor, a United States citizen.
All right, and are you the holder of a concealed carry firearm permit issued by a probate court in the state of Georgia?
Could you repeat that again?
All right, do you have a concealed carry permit?
Yeah, it's probably outdated. So I'll say no. No, Your Honor.
Okay, so you don't. All right, well, I'll go with that as the answer. All right, I'm going to go ahead and enter a guilty plea to both counts and ask state for its recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. The state recommends 8 days credit for time served, 12 months of probation, domestic violence intervention program, no contact with the victim, Nicole Hodge, 6 anger management classes, drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment, and stay away from 2017 Friendly Heights Boulevard.
Any response or opposition, Ms. King?
No, Judge, I would ask that probation be non-reporting upon completion of condition.
All right, so the sentence is going to be 12 months probation. I do need to inform you, Mr. Hodge, any habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction is going to need to be filed within 1 year of today. Let me ask this: what county was your concealed carry permit issued in? I should.
Oh, I just had one in the state of Georgia, being a security forces veteran of the Air Force.
Yeah, I got it. So what county did you get it in? Or was it, is it not one? Did you go to a probate court to get it?
No, sir.
Oh, so you have it for something else.
Oh, I'm just gonna say no. I'm just gonna say no, no, sir. I don't have.
But just to be clear, you didn't go to a probate court and get a concealed carry permit from the state, correct?
No.
Okay, that's all I need to know. All right, then the sentence is going to be 12 months, 8 credit for 8, balance on probation, $29 court costs, waive all probation fees, drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment is recommended, DVIP program, no contact with the victim who needs to be named in the sentence, 6 anger management classes, do not return to the address, which needs to be in the sentence, non-reporting upon completion of the terms. 12 months, 8 credit for 8, balance on probation, DVIP, drug and $29 court costs, waive all probation fees, drug and alcohol evaluation and treatment is recommended, DVIP, no contact with the victim, 6 anger management classes, do not return to the address, non-reporting upon completion of the terms. That'll be my sentence. Next up, I've got
Your Honor, is that reporting? I just want to be clear.
non-reporting upon completion. So yeah, it is reporting probation while you're completing your term, sir.
Okay.
But we're not going to charge you probation fees.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Kelson Hogan.
Judge, this is going to be a bond hearing. Mr. Hogan has been in for, I believe, 11 days now. His current bond is $5,000. Mr. Hogan is a type 1 diabetic. He expressed to me that he hasn't been getting his insulin at all in custody. His current blood sugar is ranging between 400 and 600, when I believe normally what we think is of as high blood sugar would be like 150. So, I mean, that's definitely a serious health concern. It's my understanding that the attorney that represented him initially at his first appearance did reach out to the jail, but nothing has been able to help. So I would request, Judge, considering his indigency and considering his health condition, that Your Honor reduce his bond to $50 cash.
All right, what say the state?
Your Honor, the state must object and stand firm on the present $5,000 bond, particularly the facts of this case. Reading from the report, the victim said it turned physical when Mr. Hogan strangled her. The victim then advised that she felt like she could not inhale and that Mr. Hogan would not stop until she apologized. Your Honor, this defendant also has a simple assault conviction from 2019. The state's going to have to look very much at a referral to the DA's office for aggravated assault in this case, given the fact that the victim testified or stated to law enforcement she was strangled to the point she could not breathe. Given these serious facts, Your Honor, the state must stand firm on the $5,000 bond.
Any other convictions?
No, Your Honor. The simple assault was the only meaningful.
How long ago is that?
2019.
Well, I'm going to, right now, I'm going to order no change in the bond. How many days in custody?
11, Judge.
No change.
Judge, would you be inclined to allow a cash option on his bond? So the same bond amount, $5,000 with a $500 cash option?
No, $5,000 cash for surety. Well, I'll tell you what, though. Here's what I'm going to do. Actually, I will reduce. I'm going to cut the bond in half.
Okay,
So
understood.
$2,500 cash or surety.
Understood, Judge.
We're not, I'm not and he needs to stay away from the alleged victim. Stay away from the alleged victim's address. Don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity, and return to court on a future date that I will set. I don't know that the bond is going to go lower than that. So,
Understood, Your Honor.
yeah. All right.
I'm sorry, Judge. Is that a bond that I can pay via a bonding company?
Correct.
Yes, Mr. Hogan. Yes.
Thank you.
$2,500 cash or surety. All right. And next, I've got Christopher Sheets.
This is going to be a plea, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, Mr. Sheets. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, sir.
Say your name.
Christopher Sheets.
All right. Wrote the guilt. Sorry. How's he? So it's case number 25C05131. One count of criminal trespass. How's he pleading?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right. So the accusation now reads: the defendant, Christopher Scott Sheets, waives copy of the accusation, list of witnesses, formal arraignment, and pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Sheets?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Let me, and just going back to that last case, I probably should just articulate on the record what the basis for my decision was. He's only got the one. I am concerned about the allegations in the case. He's only got the one conviction from 2019, so it's got a bit of age on it. I would say that in terms of the statutory bond factors, the allegations in the case give the court some concern, and so there's going to still be a significant bond amount in the case. But kind of balancing the circumstances, there is not a significant criminal history except for the one conviction. So I do find cutting the bond in half to be appropriate, but I don't know that we're going to go with a $500 bond at any point. So just keep that in mind.
All right, Judge. Okay.
All right. All right. So getting back to Christopher Sheets, sorry. And so Ms. King, you do I have permission to sign for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, then your signature applies the guilty plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the accusation has guilty plea in the top line. I signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Sheets, both with express permission. Then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. You agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation, waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure. I'm sorry, Mr. Weldon for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. King for the defense.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Mr. Sheets, you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea.
Sir.
Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes, sir.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
Then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, Ms. Sheets, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No, sir.
You have certain constitutional rights: the right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up waiving all these rights?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, sir.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, sir.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
Yes, sir.
And have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you in your plea?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I do need to inform you, any habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction is going to need to be filed within 1 year of today. With that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to 1 count of criminal trespass. Ask the state for its recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. The state recommends 11 days credit for time served, 12 months of probation, and stay away from 4500 Old Perimeter Way in Dunwoody, Georgia.
Any response or opposition to the proposed sentence, Ms. King?
No, Judge, I think you know what I'm going to ask. I'm going to request that it be non-reporting throughout.
Right. So 12 months, 11 credit for 11, balance on non-reporting probation, do not return to the address. 12 months, 11 credit for 11, balance on non-reporting probation, do not return to the address. Next, I've got Kazi Snipes, at least 4 cases, 4 cases. Kazi
He's out. He bonded out, Judge.
Followed by Jacoby Summerlin, 5 cases.
Okay, context here, Mr. Summerlin is currently being held on a criminal trespass that was reduced from a burglary at prelim. The state has kindly consented to a UJR on this. He's been in on it for a very long time. My question for Your Honor is, when I prepare the bond order, so long as Your Honor approves it, we don't have a misdemeanor state court case number for it at this point. Would you like me to put on the felony case number? Because when I tell you I put this in every group chat I could have at
there's not an S number, Mr. Weldon.
Your Honor, I don't have the file in front of me at all. I don't have an answer for you, Judge.
I mean, I'll sign it. I just don't know how it's going to be filed in a D number case. Sounds to me like my order needs to go to the Clerk of Superior Court. Sounds to me like that's going to bring up a whole lot of questions from a whole lot of people, because
I know it's happened before.
That's me. That looks like me on someone else's turf. So I don't know. But I'll sign it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Alternatively, I guess the warrant was dismissed. So, okay, I'll do that, Judge, and then we can circle back on it if there's any issues, and I'm happy to.
Maybe our clerk's office can work some kind of magic to have a matter with a number on it that's not a C number. I don't know. I'm just gonna sign it, and y'all can make it happen. But here's what I'm not gonna do. What I'm not gonna do is answer anybody's questions about why I'm on someone else's turf.
Everyone gets very territorial. Yes.
People get territorial in the courthouse, and I'm just not. You tell me it's appropriate for me to sign this order, I'm going to sign this order. But I'm done explaining myself to anyone after I do that.
Okay, Your Honor, and I can assure you that this is not an uncommon thing that happens. It's just a matter of nobody getting back to me on how they do it.
Great. Well, I guess so. Maybe
blame my coworkers.
Common way to deal with it, but
yeah,
also not going to be my problem. But I will sign it.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. And then is it Jamon Williams?
I think so, Judge. That's how I've been saying it.
Yes, sir. It's Jamon Williams.
Jamon Williams.
Jamon Williams. Got it.
Just a plea, Judge.
Okay. All right, Ms. Williams, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Jamon Williams.
Case number 25C05129, one count of criminal trespass. How's he pleading?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right. So the accusation has the guilty plea in the top. Well, I'm sorry. The accusation now reads the defendant, Jamon Maurice Williams, waives copy of the accusation, list of witnesses, formal arraignment, pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir. You have permission. You have my
Okay. Do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Judge.
And Mr. Weldon, does your signature that appears here apply to the guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I wrote the guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Williams, both with express permission. And then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation and waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure? Ms. King for the defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Weldon for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, Mr. Williams, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No, sir.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you in your plea?
Yes, sir.
You have certain constitutional rights: right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right to testify on your own behalf, right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up waiving all of these rights?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, sir.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
Yes, sir.
All right. And and I do need to inform you, any habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction is going to need to be filed within 1 year of today. With that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to one count of criminal trespass. That's state board's recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. The state recommends 8 days credit for time served, 12 months of probation, and stay away from MARTA. And I will consent to Ms. King's non-reporting.
Okay. Any response or opposition, Ms. King?
Non-reporting, Judge, if
Got
possible,
it.
please.
12 months, 8 credit for 8 balance on non-reporting probation. Stay away from any MARTA train, bus, train station, or bus station. 12 months, 8 credit for 8 balance on non-reporting probation. Stay away from any MARTA train, bus, train station, or bus station. That'll be my order.
Judge,
Okay. Yes.
I made the mistake and not add Mr. Tribble on. He's in Richmond County Correctional. He may have to come back next week. I think Mr. Weldon said it was a little too late to try to do an offer.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we don't have an offer, then it doesn't make much sense for this calendar. So let's have him back next week, okay? please.
Is my presence excused?
Yes, you're all set. We'll see you next time, as always.
Great job, Ms. Green. Great
All right, and then wait, just one thing on this FTA calendar, Donita.
Yes.
This is saving me a phone call later.
Okay.
In the future, can we actually just put on the calendar the number of prior bench warrants that there are?
Sure.
Because if there's just one bench warrant, then I don't have to, it takes me, about 30 seconds each time an Odyssey to pull it up.
Okay.
And that way I don't have to do that work. We can just schedule it all and move on if it's just all one bench warrant per case.
Okay.
But let me look them all up. All right, Michael Graham.
Yeah.
Michael Graham, are you here?
Yes, sir.
All right, you just have the one bench warrant. We're going to go ahead and set you for December 17th arraignment at 1:30 p.m. courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse. And I'll recall your bench warrant. December 17th arraignment, 1:30 p.m. courtroom 3C.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Cardero Griffin. Cardero Griffin. Is he here?
He is not, Judge.
Okay. Well, that one will stay in place. Destiny Jones, a bear.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's still morning.
Oh, well, good morning.
Looks like you just got the one bench warrant too. So you're also going to go to December 17th arraignment at 1:30 p.m. December 17th arraignment, 1:30 p.m. And I will recall your bench warrant. And we'll see you then. Courtroom 3C, the DeKalb County Courthouse, December 17th, 1:30.
I have a question. I don't live in Georgia anymore. Can I
you
do
can appear
another Zoom call?
ma'am, you can appear virtually, but you got to get in touch with Ms. Jones
Okay.
to make. All right, let's go ahead and get started, everyone. Anyone need interpretation? Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor. Position number 2, the private attorney case, I believe, is Spanish speaking.
Please be seated. Yes.
The volume is very low. I can barely hear you. It's like you're whispering.
Mine? I don't know what that is. Can you hear me?
Let me do a test on my end. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah, I think everyone else on the Zoom can hear me, and I certainly didn't change any microphone settings.
Y'all have a seat. Give me 1 second. All right. Can you say something, Judge Jacobs?
Testing.
Okay, we're good now. I'm sorry. We're good now.
No problem. All right. That's Eliab. Is it Eliab or Elias Barbieri? Where's counsel on that? Well, the lawyer's not here.
Your Honor, it's Miss Offendor. I think she just came from.
All right, Ms. Offendor, we're ready. Hold on one second. You're here for Mr. Barbieri?
I'm sorry, Judge. I thought I was here for Juan Perez Lopez this morning.
Oh, that was my mistake, Your Honor. Actually, I do think Mr. Barbieri may be represented by Lauren Brown. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize Mr. Perez Lopez had hired.
Yes, Judge. We're very recently hired. I am unsure if he does need a Spanish interpreter as well, though. So
Dr. Robbins, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
Say your name.
Michelle Robbins.
All right. Go ahead on Perez Lopez.
Well,
¿Quién es?
Judge,
El señor Pérez López, ¿puede pasar al podio, por favor? This is Mr. Pérez López coming to the podium now.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
well, Judge, like I mentioned, we're very recently hired on this case, just requesting a low bond. As what we've researched thus far is this, I mean, this is a nonviolent misdemeanor of public indecency. We've spoken to his mom, and we've been able to get a little bit of information on his background, and that there might be some mental health evaluations that she would like to be able to put him through moving forward. We're just asking for a low bond at this time, Judge, so that he can get home and start getting some mental health help at this time.
And what's the current bond?
I
Sorry,
believe-
hold on. Let Dr. Robbins go.
Sí, buenos días. Este ha sido un caso que hemos recibido recientemente. Lo que estamos pidiendo en este momento es que se reduzca la fianza. Tengo entendido que este es un caso, un cargo menor que no es violento. El cargo es de indecencia pública. Queremos buscar más información con respecto al trasfondo histórico del individuo porque tenemos entendido que tiene problemas mentales. Hemos hablado con la mamá de él y nos ha pedido que se le haga una evaluación a su hijo para que entonces él pueda regresar a su casa para recibir el tratamiento adecuado.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so what's the current bond amount?
¿Cuál es la fianza en este momento?
It's for counsel.
Judge, it's my understanding that he didn't have a bond at first. In speaking with his mom, it was a little, I was unsure with her if it was just high for her or it was that there was no bond at all. She was requesting as low as possible because they're obviously in paying us. That's a lot. It's been a lot of money for them and for him at this time because he's not working.
No estamos al corriente de cuánto es la fianza. Tenemos entendido que inicialmente no había fianza. Lo que hemos hablado con la mamá es que ella no está segura de cuánto es la fianza, pero estamos de cualquier manera solicitando que se reduzca la fianza a una fianza más aceptable para que entonces, porque ellos están incurriendo muchos gastos cuando nos han retenido como para representarlo y queremos pedir que se reduzca la fianza lo mínimo posible.
Mr. Hall, do you know the current bond amount?
Yes, Judge, this is at $2,500.
Sí,
Okay,
la fianza es de $20,500.
and what's the state's position here?
¿Cuál es la
Judge,
posición de la fiscalía con respecto a este caso?
Judge, the state's position is that bond is reasonable as set at $2,500 that do not return to the location. This is not your average public indecency. I mean, this is a situation.
Hold on. You got to give Dr. Robbins a chance.
Thank you, Your Honor. La fianza en este momento es $2,500 y la fiscalía piensa que es una fianza razonable. También se le ha agregado que no puede regresar al lugar del incidente. Esto no es una demostración de indecencia pública común. You may proceed, Mr. Hall.
Thank you. Judge, under the facts of this case, this is one where he was repeatedly exposing himself to multiple children and parents who are using the path in the park. He has 7 cycles at this time of 4 convictions, a 2018 disorderly conduct.
You can hold right there, Mr. Hall. Go ahead.
Los hechos en este caso es que él ha cometido esta infracción repetidamente. De hecho, él se encuentra, se ha encontrado en el parque donde se ha exhibido ante niños. Él tiene un registro de antecedentes penales bastante extensivo. Constituyen 7 casos, empezando en el 2018 con el cargo de conducta desordenada.
2019 criminal trespass, a 2020 criminal trespass, and a 2021 disorderly conduct. Judge, these are, considering the facts of this case, considering his criminal history, we believe that he is at risk to further offend. We take extreme concern regarding the facts of this case, and we believe that bond is reasonable as set.
También tienen el 2019 de allanamiento o de traspaso criminal. En el 2020 también tiene el cargo de traspaso criminal y también en el 2021 tiene el cargo de conducta desordenada. Por consiguiente, es una serie de eventos que ha incurrido durante por consistentes años y por consiguiente la Fiscalía considera que $2,500 de fianza es una fianza razonable.
How many days has he been in custody?
¿Cuántos días él lleva ya encarcelado?
It's my understanding he's been in custody for about 50 days.
Tengo entendido que él lleva ya encarcelado aproximadamente 50 días.
Yeah, well, I'm also concerned about the allegations here as well as the prior criminal history. I did reduce the bond last week. He obviously has not made that bond. I am going to further reduce the bond.
Yo también tengo preocupación con respecto a las alegaciones y con respecto a su expediente criminal. Ya yo le reduje la fianza la semana pasada, pero estoy inclinado a reducirle la fianza una vez más.
But, defense counsel should be aware that the court is concerned about the safety of persons in the community and otherwise concerned about the defendant reoffending, particularly with this same offense.
Pero quiero que el abogado defensor esté consciente de que el tribunal está preocupado con la seguridad de la comunidad con respecto a estos cargos, porque este individuo tiene la tendencia de cometer el mismo cargo otra vez, la misma infracción, repetir la misma infracción. Por consiguiente, el tribunal está preocupado con respecto a la posibilidad de que el defensor cometa otra vez un delito.
So if the goal here is a de minimis bond that contains one digit or two, that isn't going to happen.
Si están pidiendo una fianza que contenga un dígito o dos, eso no va a ocurrir.
I will further reduce this bond to $1,000 cash or surety. This is the last stop for this case. To the extent that counsel is in touch with someone who can make the bond, that person should not be planning on having counsel come back to me and ask for a further bond reduction.
Voy a reducir la fianza entonces a $1,000 en efectivo y quiero que el abogado defensor esté consciente de que esta es la última vez que voy a reducir la fianza. Tienen que hacer los arreglos necesarios para pagar la fianza así como la he estipulado porque no va a ser reducida otra vez.
And the other caveat is that counsel needs to prepare the bond order and present it to Donita Jones for me to sign. No bond order will be signed until that is done.
Y también el abogado defensor va a tener que preparar el documento para yo firmar la fianza y tiene que presentársela a Donita Jones. Yo no voy a firmar nada hasta que yo no reciba eso de parte del abogado defensor.
And the conditions of the bond are for $1,000 cash or surety.
Las condiciones de la fianza son, número 1, $1,000 de fianza en efectivo.
2, stay away from any location where children are present.
Debe permanecer alejado de alguna localidad donde los niños estén presentes.
3, don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity.
No puede violar ninguna ley del gobierno o de ninguna entidad pública.
And 4, return to court on a future date that I will set.
Y va a tener que regresar a la corte en una fecha posterior, la cual le voy a indicar.
So $1,000 cash surety, stay away from any location where children are present, don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity, return to court on a future date that I will set.
Entonces la orden es la siguiente: $1,000 de fianza en efectivo. No puede acercarse o estar en ningún lugar donde haya niños presentes. No puede debe regresar a la corte cuando yo le indique.
And Keeping in mind the statutory bond factors, no further reduction will be granted.
Y debe estipularse que no van a haber más reducciones de la fianza en el futuro.
Okay. That's all I have in this case. It occurs to me that he can be seated. He is seated.
Puede tomar asiento, eso es todo.
All right. Barbieri is they have a 10 o'clock appearance time on their hearing notice. So Alfred Bank.
Your Honor, this is an FTA. We sent along updated contact information for him, so I would just request that Your Honor lift his FTA.
Judge, state would have no objection to lifting the FTA.
And Judge, my business has been concluded. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Remember, I need that bond order from you, though.
Yes, sir. Heard. Understood.
I mean, I'll do that, but I've already granted him a UJR back in 2024 in October, a year ago. And then he didn't show up for court. Mind you, we noticed arraignment, so maybe the address changed. I'm going to give him one more chance. For December 17th arraignment at 1:30 p.m. December 17th arraignment at 1:30 p.m. Barbieri, we're holding on. But I will lift the bench warrant for Alfred Bank. Raven Burnett.
Judge, I just spoke with the jail. She's been combative. They haven't been able to bring her down. I am going to refer her to our social workers. I don't know what the timeline would be in terms of a bring back. So if Your Honor wants me to just request her again once she's been seen by my social workers, I can
That's
do
fine.
that.
I'll just take her off the calendar. Cedric Cade.
Judge, Mr. Cade is being held on this case as well as a felony probation violation. I don't have an offer yet on this case. I would certainly love to have one and entertain one. With that being said, he will remain in custody no matter what, but I would request that Your Honor reduce his bond on this case. It is currently a $1,500 bond. I'm looking up right now just to see how many days he's been in custody. I would request a UJR or alternatively a low cash bond. And he has been in custody for 34 days at this point.
What say the state?
Judge states this position is that bond is reasonable as set. There are 45 cycles with this defendant. He recently pled to shoplifting on July 29th, 2025. In this courtroom, he is still on probation. There's a 2025 public indecency conviction that he's still also on probation for. A 2025 FTA, a 2024 East Point aggravated assault arrest, a 2024 Brookhaven simple battery, a 2023 shoplifting conviction, a 2023 Atlanta shoplifting arrest, a 2022 arson conviction, and a 2020 probation violation for aggravated assault. It's state position that simply is at risk to further violate the law. He is at risk of not obeying the orders of this court based on the FTAs and the probation.
I'm not gonna. I'm ordering no change here. Nigel Harris.
This is an FTA, Your Honor. We passed along updated contact information. I would request that Your Honor lift his FTA.
Judge, I see that there's already been a bench warrant recall. It was recalled on July 3rd of 2024 in this case.
I mean, it's a criminal trespass case. Have you all talked about a plea?
Judge, let me have my intern call him right now. We may be able to close this one out today.
Yeah, with the it looks like I granted him a bench.
Understood.
It looks like I recalled the bench warrant in July, and then he picked another one right up in October of last year. So I don't know how many times I need to repeat that cycle before it becomes a futile exercise. It's a criminal trespass charge. So I would imagine there's something that can be done short of repeating that cycle.
Judge, I will have somebody call and speak to him right now and hopefully can we come back to this at the end of the calendar?
Okay, yeah. Okay. Then I've got simple battery. No, I'm sorry. Good Lord. That's the charge. Larry Hudson.
This is going to be a plea, Your Honor.
Sorry. To simple battery?
To simple battery, yes, Judge.
I was correct then at the beginning. Hold on. At least about what was going to happen in the case. Hold on. I don't have the accusation though.
Judge, we have filed an accusation. The case number is 25C04932. It's for simple battery and disorderly. The state would be dismissing the disorderly conduct charge.
All right, but Mr. Hall, did you sign the accusation and send it to Ms. Jones and all that?
Judge, I might have been given some background
Judge,
on how that was done.
I informed him that we usually sign that Your Honor signs the accusations.
Well, I don't. For the state, the solicitor's office has a policy that they want to sign their own accusations. I'm happy to sign it on your behalf, Mr. Hall, if you're willing to give me permission to do that.
I would be, and from now on, I will have the accusation signed and sent to Ms. Jones in the morning.
That's fine.
That was my fault, Your Honor. I gave him the wrong information.
Well, all right. Don't be getting Mr. Hall in trouble, Ms. King.
That's my job, Judge.
Okay. Can I, Ms. Jones? But I still need it uploaded to the Remarkable, even in blank.
Okay, I'm about to send it to you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hudson, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
State your name.
Larry Bernard Hudson Jr.
All right, Mr. Hudson, this is case number 25C04932. Mr. Hudson's charged with one count of simple battery, one count of disorderly conduct. How does he plead in these charges?
Guilty, Your Honor.
So the accusation now reads, the defendant, Larry Bernard Hudson Jr., waives copy of the accusation, list of witnesses. I don't even know if we see. Okay, anyway. The accusation now reads, the defendant, Larry Bernard Hudson Jr. waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses, formal arraignment, pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Hudson?
Yes, sir.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do I have permission to sign for you, Mr. Hall?
Yes, Judge, but we will be dismissing disorderly conduct.
Oh,
Count.
all right.
Sorry
That's-
about that, Judge.
did say that before, so let's try that one more time. I wrote the guilty, I'm sorry, the accusation now reads, the defendant, Larry Bernard Hudson Jr. waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses, formal arraignment, pleads guilty to count 1 and all pros count 2. Do I have your permission to sign that on your behalf, Mr. Hudson?
Yes.
And do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do I have permission to sign for you, Mr. Hall?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wrote the guilty plea to count 1, top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Mr. Hall, Ms. King, and Mr. Hudson, all with express permission. Then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation? Say, waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure. Mr. Hall for the state
Yes, Judge.
and Ms. King for the defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Hudson, did you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea?
Yes.
Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes.
And you, in fact, waive those constitutional rights?
Yes.
Do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea, Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, Mr. Hudson, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No.
You have certain constitutional. Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you, and your plea?
Yes.
You have certain constitutional rights, right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up, waiving all of these rights?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
You are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
I am.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and enter a guilty plea to count 1, and all pros count. And I do need to inform you, a habeas corpus petition would need to be filed within 1 year of today. With that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to count 1. Hold on, let me sign a couple of other things that are here while I'm at it. Enter guilty plea to count one, all pros count two. Ask State's recommendation.
Yes, Judge. State's recommendation is 12 months with credit for time served 16 days, the remainder on probation. Do not return to 366 Shallowford Road, Atlanta, Georgia, and no contact with the listed victim.
Repeat that one more time.
12 months with credit for time served 16 days. The remainder on probation. Do not return to 3666 Shallowford Road, Atlanta, Georgia, and no contact with the listed victim.
Any response or opposition?
Judge, I would just request that probation be non-reporting for its entirety, since there are no classes or other conditions that he needs to complete other than the no contact and do not return.
Sure. So the sentence will be 12 months, 16 credit for 16. Do not return to the incident location. No contact with the victim, and non-reporting for the balance. So 12 months, 16 credit for 16, non-reporting for the balance. Do not return to the incident location. No contact with the victim. All right, that was Mr. Hudson. What about Mr. Harris?
That is going to be a plea, Your Honor. We spoke to him and he would like to take it.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Let me have the accusation uploaded, please. Who else is a plea, just so we can expedite this?
Sure. Positions, two more, Judge. Positions 15/16 and 17. So 3 total.
I need the 2 accusations for Tia Philo uploaded, the 1 accusation for Megan Williams uploaded, and also this Nigel Harris accusation. That's the one I need now. Mr. Harris, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Hello? Say,
Yes.
Okay, one more time. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Say your name.
Nigel Harris.
Case number 24C00386, State versus Nigel Harris. Mr. Harris charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. How's he pleading?
Guilty, Your Honor.
The accusation now reads, the defendant, Nigel Harris, waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses form will Raymond pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Ms. King, do I have permission to sign for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Mr. Hall?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So wrote the guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Mr. Harris, Ms. King, and Mr. Hall. Oh, all with express permission. Then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation? Waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure. Ms. King for the defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hall for the state.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Harris, did you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea?
Yeah.
Did you understand all of the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
You said what?
Did you understand all of the constitutional rights that are listed there that you will be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, hold on a second. Mr. Harris, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Ms. King, about your case, the allegations against you, and your plea?
Yes.
You have certain constitutional rights: the right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, the right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, the right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, right to an appeal after trial, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up, waiving all of these rights?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
And because entering a plea, are you a United States citizen?
Yes.
All right. Do you need to inform me any habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction need to be filed within 1 year of today? With that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to the one count of criminal trespass. That's State's recommendation.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Judge. State's recommendation is 21 days credit for time served and close.
Any response or opposition, Ms. King?
No, Your Honor, that is as negotiated.
All right, 21 days time served and closed is my decision. 21 days time served, closed. Xavier Huggins Jones.
Judge, this is the third week that we don't have an offer from the state. He's not being held on this. We didn't request him. I believe he was just placed on the calendar with a bunch of other cases that are open with people that are in the jail. I'm happy to, remove him from the calendar. But we don't have an offer yet, and he's not being held on it. And it's his third week here. So.
Well, I mean, I have an accused case, so we need to do something with it.
Judge, at this time, the state does not have an offer. I will speak with the attorney that is handling this case, and he will contact Ms. King.
Well, I mean, it was set for arraignment. So Ms. King, do you waive arraignment in the case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, then we're gonna do and he's being held on felonies right now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, arraignment's been waived. So we're gonna do a 2-week bring back for calendar call, 2-week bring back for calendar call. Mr. Paul, you may want to tell whoever is handling the case that, we got calendar call in 2 weeks, and after that, I'm gonna set it for trial, so.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Hakeem Hutchinson.
Your Honor, Mr. Hutchinson has been in for 9 days now. He has.
Oh, wait. Ms. Jones, you need to make sure that Xavier Huggins Jones appears on the calendar in 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. Hakeem Hutchinson.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Judge, he's been in for 9 days now. His current bond is $2,000. My request would be a $50 cash bond. I believe a cash bond will be much more doable for him.
What say the state?
Yes, Judge. The state feels as the bond is reasonable as said. The defendant has 3 cycles. It's Cobb County FTA, going at driving with no license. But the main issues that we see in this case is that this was a case where he did place his hands on the victim's neck, and there were bite marks from where he bit her. It's an issue of victim safety. Another issue that I see is that during this incident, he did take the phone from her when she was trying to make a 911 call. This leads me to believe that there is a risk of further obstruction of justice and victim safety in general. So we believe that bond is reasonable as set at $2,000.
I mean, I'll reduce it to a $100 cash bond. Don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity. Stay away from the alleged victim and return to court on a future date that I will set. $100 cash bond. Don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity. Return to court on a future date that I will set. Stay away from the alleged victim.
All right, sit on the 4 bids. Come on.
All right, Srijana Khatri, 2 cases.
Judge, Miss Khatri is being held. She there? Okay. Miss Khatri is being held on one of these cases. She currently has a bond, I believe. Let me double check. I didn't write it down. We have been trying to get social workers out, but they have been unsuccessful. She's been in for 19 days. Her current bond is $50 cash. She's only being held on the battery. I would request a UJR on this simply because there's no bond amount that she could make. And she's been held on for 19 days on a bond that, most people would be able to post. So I would request that reduction, Judge.
What say the state?
Judge, we believe bond is reasonable as said. Defendant, it's my understanding that there are some mental health issues, so at this time we have not extended an offer. However, there are a few past arrests for shoplifting, criminal trespassing, and a few FTAs, the typical cases that you see in these situations. However, they have been escalating to a level that there is not violence involved with them. There was a simple battery arrest on August 10th. She was let out with a UJR after 25 days. She was then arrested on September 20th for a local ordinance charge. This was 4 days. She was let out on a recognizance bond. And then on September 26, 2025, she was arrested on this battery charge. And it's an issue that there have been 3 arrests in the last month, or the last month and a half. We believe that she is at risk of reoffending. It's my understanding that defense counsel does want to put her in touch with the social worker. I think at that time we can work to resolve this case, but I believe that if she is let out now, there will be further charges coming in the near future. These cases are accused at this time. I think in a couple of weeks, we can probably resolve this matter.
Judge, I mean, I don't know why somebody having mental health issues is reason for there not to be an offer. She's going to continue to sit in custody. I understand the state's position about the escalation.
I mean, it's a couple of places deserty out here. You have money bags and it might get lost. You're in Texas desert or somewhere.
All right, okay, all right,
Miss
ma'am.
Autry, don't say anything, please.
I'm just saying. What are you talking about? Anyway?
I would love an offer. My office has obviously just a few social workers, but they have made the point to try to go out there. They haven't been able to get in touch with her, but she's going to continue to sit in custody. And I'm put in a very difficult situation here because we don't have, mental health treatment programs that we personally provide. So I understand the state's position. I would really like an offer in this case, because otherwise she's just going to sit in custody.
How many days has she been in custody?
19, Judge.
And let me hear the charges, the prior history one more time.
Yes, Judge.
See me out here, you know. See. What am I doing? Like going to India without money and shit.
All right, ma'am. Just
This time we're looking at 14
Right.
cycles, with the most recent being this battery charge.
and not cycles, convictions.
Convictions. Let's see. It's a 2025 conviction for criminal trespass. It's an FTA from 2024 out of Dunwoody at this time. A 2024 conviction out of DeKalb County for obstruction. This was December 3rd, 2024. See an FTA of 2015 for shoplifting.
All right, Ms. King, what was your request again?
My request is UJR, Your Honor. I don't believe she'll be able to post anything else.
I'll end. Go home.
UJR, don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity. Stay away from any location. Stay away from the alleged victim, and return to court on a future date that I will set. UJR, don't violate the laws of any governmental unit or entity. Stay away from the incident location. Don't stay away from any alleged victim, and return to court on a future date that I will set. And by the way, Ms. King, on stay away orders, I started to get them with just a street address. I don't know why that is. I need a city, and we know what the state is, but it should be on there too. So,
Good judge.
street address.
My
comma,
intern
state.
was doing them, so I will instruct him.
Okay, well, we'll have a just a short little heart
teaching moment.
with the intern.
Yes,
Probably on here,
yes.
right?
Sorry, he's not on here today.
Not on here. Okay.
No.
Because I could just say that, and the intern would hear.
I'll let him know, Judge.
All right. Well, anyway. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do. That's fine. We'll. So yeah, we just. UJR. Stay away from any incident location. Stay away from any alleged victim. And return to court not on a future date that I will set, but rather, and this needs to be in the bond order.
Okay.
December 17th, arraignment at 1:30 p.m. in courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse. December 17th, arraignment, 1:30 p.m. courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse.
Okay. That will be in the bond order.
All right. Then I've got Daryl McCree.
Judge, Mr. McCree, this is going to be a brief bond hearing. He's been in for 9 days now. He does have a $2,000 bond currently. I would request a low cash bond. I believe a $50 cash bond would perhaps be makeable for him here.
All right. And what say the state?
Yes, Judge. State's position, the bond is reasonable as set. We have spoken with the victim. She has said that there has been past violence between the parties. This is his first arrest in Georgia. However, there are 4 cycles out of Ohio, including 3 domestic violence arrests and a conviction for disorderly conduct. We see that there is kind of a pattern of behavior and would request that bond stay as is.
And what was the defense request one more time?
$50 cash, Judge.
And what's the current bond?
$2,000 regular bond.
And it's one charge, one count of battery right now?
Yes, Judge.
$50 cash. Don't violate the laws of any government, unit, or entity. Return to court on a future date that I will set. Stay away from the alleged victim. $50 cash. Don't violate the laws of any government, unit, or entity. Return to court on a future date that I will set, and stay away from the alleged victim. Tevin Mott.
Judge, this is quite a complicated situation. We uncovered that Mr. Mott, his oldest case is a Division I case that he remains on probation for. He somehow ended up both in Judge Anderson's courtroom, took a plea there, was on probation that just closed there, and he is also on probation in our courtroom. I'm not sure how Your Honor wants to handle it. He has a pending probation violation for the case in our courtroom, as well as this new charge. He is still on probation in Judge Wong's courtroom. I don't know if there's a way to consolidate the probations. I don't know what Your Honor wants to do, but it is quite a complicated situation.
Well, it's not really all that complicated. He's got no. So this is he's at the end of the day, he's on probation in Division I, right?
Yes.
And this is an unaccused case, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, let the Division I folks know that they have a case.
Okay. And what would Your Honor like to do about the pending violation in our courtroom with the case he's on probation for here?
Well, that one I would need to handle, but this new case, theirs is older, right? In Division I?
Theirs is older, yes.
Okay, well then it's a Division I case, but I would need to handle this probation revocation. Because it's my order, so shouldn't have been maybe, but it is now. So at what have you talked about it?
I haven't received the request from Officer Cameron. I'd be happy to speak with her about it once I do.
Well, all right. So, well, I would need a petition too. So there's that. So
I'll send that over to you now, Judge. Because it was restart. We were supposed to have the hearing last week, but the lawyer from last week said that she was sending it to this week to handle the case.
We may be able to handle it today. Just message Officer Cameron, so we may be able to do something. Yes, sorry, I just received the recommendation. We would be able to stipulate to a violation.
all right. So do you stipulate to a violation? I need the petition then. Do you stipulate to a violation of the terms of probation at some level?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I will find that there is a violation of the terms of probation.
Okay. I mean this. I was coming from July. Back. I was just here in jail.
Mr. Mott, we'll call you after court, okay?
It's you've got like 3 different cases and not all of them are mine. So we're just handling the one that's mine. right, we got that petition now? Yeah, so I'm not even gonna swear you in. Officer Cameron, what's the recommendation?
Credit time served and close the case.
How many days is that?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor. On our violation, it's, I would say 13, but because he's been booked for 27.
Okay, that's fine. You said 27 days. Revoke 27, credit for 27 and close. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Revoke 27, credit for 27 and close. Revoke 27, credit for 27 and close. Next up, I've got Tionda Person.
She bonded out, Your Honor.
Andrew Tiafilo, this is please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Give me a minute. Case number 24C07765, 24C07765. State versus Vernon Dean. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. Case number 24C06077, State versus Maria Matias Martinez. State has tendered an order null processing the charges in this case. I've signed an order to that effect. Case dismissed. All right, Mr. Tiafilo, raise your right hand. Do you swear? Mr. Tiafilo?
Mr. Who?
Andrew Tiafilo.
I don't have an Andrew Tiafilo on my calendar, Judge Jacobs. Andrew Tiafilo. Let me see that. I don't have a Tiafilo, Your Honor.
Okay, can we get him down?
Can you give me some information on him? I don't even have a
I
SPIN
have
number.
his, Officer Mitchell, do you want me to text you the X number?
Nah, because I don't have the phone.
Okay, it's X 1813766. It does look like he has two separate.
You have a booking number? Because I don't have him nowhere on my calendar.
3 Southwest 500.
And his name is Tiafilo?
Teofilo, Teofilo.
Okay. Okay. Judge Jacobs, can we come back to him? Because he wasn't on my calendar. I'm sorry for that, sir. There's nowhere he's on my calendar.
That's fine.
Sorry about that, sir.
That's okay. Megan Williams. Megan Williams.
Say your name. Come on up, son.
Raise your right hand, Ms. Williams. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, sir.
Say your name.
Megan Williams.
All right, case number 25C04920, State versus Megan Williams. She's charged with 1 count of obstruction of an officer, 1 count of criminal trespass, 2 counts of giving false information to a law enforcement officer. How is she pleading these charges?
She is pleading to counts 1 and 2, Your Honor. False name and criminal trespass.
And state's moving null pros counts 3 and 4.
Yes, Judge.
All right, the accusation now reads: the defendant, Megan Nicole Williams, waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses form where Raymond pleads guilty to counts 1 and 2, null pros counts 3 and 4. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Ms. Williams?
Yes, sir.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Mr. Hall?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wrote the guilty plea to counts 1 and 2 in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. Williams, Ms. King, and Mr. Hall, all with express permission. Then it says guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusation? Waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure. Mr. Hall for the state.
Yes, Judge.
Ms. King for the defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Williams, you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your plea.
Yes.
Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your plea?
Yes.
And do you in fact waive those constitutional rights?
Yes.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, then I will find that there is a factual basis for the plea. Before I accept your plea, Ms. Williams, I need a response to each of the following questions. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand proceedings today?
Yes.
No, that's not, well, okay. You're not understanding the proceedings today, ma'am?
Yes, I understand the procedure, sir.
Okay, so you are not under the influence of anything and you.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
Great.
I'm so sorry about that.
That's all right. Just pay attention to the questions that I'm asking.
Spirit. Yep.
Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for the plea? Oh, no, I already covered that. Ms. Williams, did you go over the plea sheet? Ms. Williams, have you had enough time to speak with your attorney about your case, the allegations against you and your plea?
Yes, sir.
You have certain constitutional rights, right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your case, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your plea, you are giving up waiving all of these rights?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
So you are entering your plea freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you're a United States citizen.
Yes.
All right. Are you, and I do need to inform you, a habeas corpus petition challenging your conviction would need to be filed within 1 year of today. With that, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to counts 1 and 2, and all process counts 2 and 3. Ask for its recommendation.
Say it again, sir.
What's the recommendation?
Yes, Judge. State's recommendation is 12 months, concurrent, credit for time served 9 days, the remainder on probation, a $300 fine suspended on time served, and do not return to the incident location. That is 4643 Memorial Drive.
All right, non-reporting probation. Anything else, Ms. King?
Other than that, no, Your Honor.
All right, 12 months, 9 credit for 9, balance on non-reporting probation, $300 fine suspended, do not return to the incident location. 12 months, 9 credit for 9, balance on non-reporting probation, $300 plus court costs, $300 suspended, and do not return to the incident location, and the balance of probation is non-reporting. All right, we'll get back to Teofilo in a minute. Let's do the FTA calendar. Ahmad Kabir.
Yes, Judge.
Come on the screen, please, and come on the screen.
Judge Jacobs,
Yeah.
question, because I was kind of confused. Have a seat, ma'am. Have a seat, ma'am. The language line, Mr. Oh my God, what is his name? What is your name? Abidia? Barbidia?
Yeah, he has private counsel who has not appeared, so I'm probably going to deny his motion, but we'll see.
Okay, and Tosafia is here.
I will get to that in a minute.
Yes, sir.
All right, you just got the one. All right, everyone, just stay with me. We're at 10:46. This might be the last time I let Judge Bailey push me earlier in the morning because this has not gone well. Stay with me. We are moving forward one case at a time, but do not interrupt me on a case that's not the one I'm on. Thank you. All right. All right, so Mr. Ahmad Kabir, I'm going to need you back for December 17th arraignment at 1:30 p.m. December 17th arraignment, 1:30 p.m., and I'm going to recall your bench warrant, sir, okay?
Is it in person or?
It is in person, sir.
Okay.
See you then. Courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse.
December 21st?
December 17th at 1:30.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, and next I've got Felicia Brown. Felicia Brown, are you here?
Yes, sir, I am.
You please, I'm sorry, come on the screen. And I've got December 18th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. for you. December 18th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. I will recall your bench warrant, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Judge, I can leave?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
He's just got the one bench. Oh, he's got a bunch of 2020 arraignment appearances. We know what was going on then. Okay. Cardero Griffin. Cardero Griffin. Cardero Griffin. I see your name. Come on the screen or we're done. You'll still have a bench warrant. Okay. Demetrius Lawrence.
Yes.
Mr. Lawrence, let's see what we got for you. All right, you're good too. So you're going to be December 18th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. December 18th calendar call 9:30 a.m. in courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse, and I will recall your bench warrant, sir.
Hold on, you said December what?
December 18th, 9:30 a.m. courtroom 3C of the DeKalb County Courthouse.
9:30. And you said 3C?
Courtroom 3C, correct.
And you said, can I go back to work because my job will not let me come back to work because my bench one, I think.
Oh, I'm going to recall your bench warrant. You just need to show up in court.
All right. Do you know what?
I don't. Can you go back to work? That's not a question I can answer. But what I can tell you is that your bench warrant will be recalled today.
Okay. And is there any papers that I can bring from the court?
You can get in touch with Ms. Jones about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. And the last I've got, Deshaun Peaks. Mr. Peak, is Deshaun Peaks here? Deshaun Peaks. Nope. Cardero Griffin. Okay, so Ms. Jones, when Mr. Griffin tells you that the judge didn't call his case, your response should be, yes, he did. But we're done with the FTA calendar for today.
Okay, Judge.
And what was it? Teofilo, what was the last name?
Andrew Teofilo, Judge.
Andrew Teofilo, that's right. Okay. Mr. Teofilo, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Say your name.
Andrew Teofilo, Your Honor.
I got you. All right. Well, I've been pronouncing it wrong then, haven't I?
I have to, Judge.
True. Okay. The accusation in this case So wait a minute. So he's charged with 4 counts. He's pleading guilty to counts 1 and 3, giving false information to a law enforcement officer and theft of services. Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
State's moving in all pros counts 2 and 4. Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so the accusation now reads the defendant, Andrew Teofilo, waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses. Formal arraignment pleads guilty to counts 1 and 3 and all pros counts 2 and 4. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Teofilo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Judge.
Now, Mr. Hall, does your signature apply to the guilty plea to counts 1 and 3 and all pros counts 2 and 4?
Yes, Judge.
And then in case number 25C04924, he's charged with 1 count of shoplifting. How's he pleading here?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right. And so this accusation now reads the defendant, Andrew Teofilo, waives copy of the accusation list of witnesses. Formal arraignment pleads guilty. Do I have your permission to sign this on your behalf, Mr. Teofilo?
Yes, Judge.
Do I have permission to sign for you, Ms. King?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Highway's signature that appears here applies to the guilty plea, correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so the guilty plea to the appropriate charges is written. Hold on. All right, so I wrote the guilty plea in the top line of the accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Teofilo with express permission, and then the appropriate guilty plea to the correct charges written the top line of each accusation, signed on behalf of Ms. King and Mr. Teofilo on both accusations with express permission, and then both accusations say guilty plea entered and signatures applied by the court with express permission. Do you agree to the use of this procedure for filling out the accusations? Waive any objection with regard to the use of this procedure? Ms. King for the defense.
I do, Your Honor.
And Mr. Hall for the state.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Teofilo, did you go over the plea sheet with your attorney before I started to accept your pleas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand all the constitutional rights that are listed there that you'll be waiving by virtue of entering your pleas?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you, in fact, waive those constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. King, do you stipulate to a factual basis for both pleas?
I do, Your Honor.
Then I'll find that there is a factual basis for both pleas. Before I accept your pleas, Mr. Teofilo, I need a response to each of the following questions. These questions will apply to both pleas. First of all, are you presently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any prescription medicine, or suffering from any other impairment that would affect your ability to understand the proceedings today?
No, Your Honor.
You have have you had enough time to speak with your attorney about your cases, the allegations against you, and your pleas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You have certain constitutional rights: right to a trial by jury, right to remain silent, not incriminate yourself, right to confront witnesses against you, right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, the right to testify on your own behalf, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence in your cases, right to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to an appeal after trial. Do you understand that by entering your pleas, you are giving up waiving all of these rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything in exchange for your pleas?
No, Your Honor.
So you are entering your pleas freely, knowingly, and voluntarily, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And because entering a plea can affect immigration status, I do need to ask whether you are a United States citizen.
Yes, I am a citizen of the United States of America, Your Honor.
Right. And I do need to inform you any habeas corpus petition challenging your convictions would need to be filed within 1 year of today. Donita, the Ahmad Kabir bench warrant recall is blank in my device. I'm deleting that blank document out. All right, I'm going to enter a guilty plea to the appropriate charges in the two cases, and I'll process the two other charges in the one case, and ask the state for its recommendations.
Yes, Judge. On the case ending in 7705, the state's recommendation is 12 months with credit for time served 1 day, a $300.
Which one is this again?
This is the case ending in 7705, the 24th.
Okay, 12 months. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. 12 months credit for time served 1 day, a $300 fine suspended on time served. Do not return to the incident location. That is 89 Jesse Hill Jr. Drive, Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. Go ahead.
On case ending in 4924, that's the 25C case. The state is asking for 12 months credit for time served, 52 days, a $200 fine, and do not return to the incident location. That is 1275 Caroline Street, East.
As will be obliged by I, Andrew John Teofilo, Your Honor.
All right. So, what was the second one again?
12 months credit for time served, 52 days, a $200 fine, and do not return to 1275 Caroline Street, Northeast.
And we're imposing the fine there, right?
I am imposing the fine, Judge.
Okay. And it responds, well, I would be imposing it. You're recommending it. But anyway, the Ms. King, any response or opposition?
Judge, I'm not sure how it works with the fine and reporting. I would request, to the extent that it can be non-reporting, that it is, but I understand that the fine may be a condition that prevents it from being.
Yeah, but yes, that's correct. So anyway, on the 7705 case, it's going to be 12 months, 1 credit for 1, $300 fine suspended. Do not return to the incident location, non-reporting for the balance concurrent with the other case. 12 months, 1 credit for 1. $300 suspended. Do not return to the incident location, non-reporting for the balance, and do not return to the incident location concurrent with the other case. The other case, the shoplifting, that's going to be 12 months, 52 credit for 52, concurrent with the other case. $200 plus court costs workable at $10 an hour. Do not return to the incident location, non-reporting upon completion of the terms, waive all probation fees. That one's going to be 12 months, 52 credit for 52, $200 plus court costs workable at $10 an hour. Waive all probation fees. Do not return to the incident location, non-reporting upon completion of the terms, concurrent with the other case. Waive all probation fees, workable at $10 an hour, all of that. Okay. The Barbieri bond reduction request is denied. The Barbieri bond reduction request is denied. And I may not accommodate it on a jail calendar again. It might need to be on one of our in-person calendars later in the month. All right, Ms. King, anyone need interpretation? Muted.
There we go. Not on the jail calendar, Your Honor.
Okay. Dr. Robbins, do you want to sound for anyone who is here to clear up a bench warrant who?
Oops. We went too far on that one. That would be the next one. Need to stop sharing. Hi. Yeah, don't ask me about that stupid thing with the courts. I mean, with the live streams, because it's just, one is an aspect for people to watch it on the phone, and one is if you're sitting behind the computer and you look at the regular chat. Me personally, I would keep it in just the regular format and not have two formats. But unfortunately, one format actually brings views. And to answer your question, Trin, but I know I answered it in email, but a managing moderator has a lot more power. They can ban people, they can put people in timeout, and they can do a lot of things. Where a managing moderator can only put them in a timeout. I just don't see why we have to have all these managing moderators. One, they don't come in here hardly anymore. And two, this channel hasn't had any problems since I've started, and that's 6 months now, 7 months now. Those people are banned from the channel anyway. So, well, I want to show you this. This is a calendar, and each day there's a different judge. So each day, I go down my list and I'll say, okay, this is going to be Judge Simpson, Judge Flesher, Judge Webster, Judge Jackass, and so on and so forth. So all these judges are on a day-to-day calendar. Tomorrow is going to be Judge Vonda Bailey. Monday and Tuesday there will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday there'll be a stream. Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'm sleeping in. Don't even think about calling my house. Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing mapping everything out. And then we go back into the regular schedule. Oh, I did add the UK Supreme Court, which is something that's different. So yeah, I did add the UK Supreme Court to the list. And then Judge Flesher will be on next Saturday, and then next Sunday will be Judge Simpson, and then it'll go on and on and on and on as I go down the list, because I have a list of all the different judges. Any judges that I have a list, I have content on. And like I said, don't be mad at me because I'm not paying attention to you in chat. If I'm doing this and I'm presenting content to you, I have to watch that content when an ad comes up, because this channel has been struck for ads, music and ads. So I'm trying to obliterate that by watching. Don't get me wrong, I love everybody that comes on here. We gained 2 subscribers the last couple days. Yeah, exactly, Trent. Exactly. And I don't have a family, so I don't have to worry about it. What was I gonna say? Oh, if you like this kind of content and you're not a subscriber to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Let's build this channel up. We can surpass. I want to see this channel surpass where the other channel was by the end of next year. By the end of July, by December 31st, 2026, I want to see this channel surpass the number of subscribers that the other channel had. Maybe possibly getting up to 500 so I could partially monetize. And that's another thing too. When I put the Cash App thing, okay, what people don't realize is, number one, I did switch to T-Mobile home internet. I got rid of Spectrum. So that's $56.60 that comes out of my pocket. Then you got StreamYard. That's $44.99 a month, which comes out of my pocket. What else comes out of my? A lot of stuff comes out of my pocket. Not too much. I'd say StreamYard and T-Mobile home internet are the ones that cost me the most. I mean, that money comes out of my pocket. So, you know. Yes, I like T-Mobile because I haven't had no outages. Jesus, every time I turn around, somebody was saying Spectrum was out. Spectrum was out. There was something with T-Mobile and T-Mobile home internet and StreamYard come out of my pocket. I think that's the only two things that come out of my pocket, out of pocket. Which isn't bad, but I'd like to have the money for myself. But John, one thing, you know, I didn't want to bring this up, John. And you need to take my advice too. You need to take my advice and you need to sue Lisa and her little auntie what the hells for taking that money from you. That money was raised in that little girl's name and she just took that money. You need to sue the damn shit out of them for every damn penny you can get from her. You need to sue the shit out of her. She raised money. You know, I didn't want to bring this up again, but I'm right. And this time I have to say something about this. Okay, I have to say something about this. And that is that what she did was wrong. She raised money in the little girl's name. When Michelle and John asked for the money, she didn't give them shit. She didn't give them any money. They gave them the lumber and what was it? It was 2 toilets, 2 water heaters, some lumber, an island. They put the fence up. Big friggin' deal. They paid for how much of that money how much money was raised for that damn fence? Yes, your time here is more precious. It means more to me than anybody's money. I make enough money to pay for all I'm paying for is T-Mobile home internet and StreamYard. That's what, about $100 and something. But what I'm saying is, John, if that woman did you wrong and you need to sue the shit out of her, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to use language on my channel. This is my channel. You need to go after these fucking people. mean, if they did that to me, I'd have every fucking government agent, I had the government agency calling up every office of their body. You better believe I'd call the fucking law. You better fucking believe I'd call the city and the state police, the county. I'd make sure the county knew about it. I know the state attorney general would know about it. Man, I wouldn't let these people do that to me. I'm sorry. I just can't let. They did John and Michelle wrong. And if I was, you need to take my advice and you need to go after Lisa, who thinks, and that's another thing. She thinks she knows the fucking law. I'm going to tell you something, Lisa Lee, Rapuzzi, whatever the fuck your name is. You don't know shit. I'm going to tell you something too, Lisa Lee. You are not above the fucking law. As long as there are laws on the books and you are breaking them, you will go to jail. That's why the laws were written. There is nobody, not even the police, are above the law. You are still the police are citizens just like we are. They have to abide by the same rules and the same laws as a regular resident. Lisa, you are not above the damn law. And you think you know the law? You don't know the law. Maybe you need to watch this channel. Maybe you need to come over to this channel and watch the content that I put on my channel about all the different courts and the cases with the different judges. Maybe you learn something about what the real law is. Because you obviously have no grasp. I mean, your writings, your motions are a joke. And if I was a judge looking at your garbage that you sent to the court, I would deny you. And all you fuckers, Robbie, Lisa, all the ones that dodged fucking service, guess what? Number one, I make sure that I file a motion of contempt on your ass. Number two, I'd have the federal government the federal cops come and get all of your asses and lock your ass up for contempt of court. Then you do 30 or 40 fucking days in jail for not abiding by a court order. It's a court order. When you get served paperwork, that's a court order. You're being served to appear. If you dodge service, you are dodging a court order, which in my eyes is contempt of court. And all of them need to get their ass locked up. I'm sorry. All of them need to get your ass locked up. Now, I've held back all this damn time. But you know what? If it would have been me, my ass would have gone to jail if I would have dodged service. And that's all I have to say about that. Is if I was a judge, your ass would be in jail. You dodged service, which is a court order, which was court ordered, and you didn't show up for court or dodge being served. Guess what? Well, number one, your ass to get locked up for 30 or 40 days for contempt of court. Two, I make sure that whoever the lawyer was filed a motion for a summary judgment, for a default judgment, and I'd file a default judgment where you couldn't do anything about it. I know. I'm sorry. It just aggravated me when John said that he had to hire for stupid lawsuits. But that's it for today. I'm sorry, John. But I had to get that out of my system because it's bullshit. when people do people wrong and they break the law, they need to go to jail. That's all there is to it. Like I said, I went to jail for public intoxication. I went to jail. I did my time. I did my community service. I did what was right. I didn't dodge anything. So tomorrow is Judge Rhonda Bailey. I believe that's right. Yeah, tomorrow is Judge Rhonda Bailey. And we've got a new judge, Judge O'Donnell, and Judge Mertz, and then Judge DeSanto. So I finally found some Judge DeSanto. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here every day at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. If you like the content that's on this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel and helping this channel grow. I want to see over 500 subscribers by the end of next year. I know we can do it. We can do it. I know we can do it. We don't need the negative. So for now, ta-ta and ciao. I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock p.m. You all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And take it easy and rest. All right, you guys. I'm out of here.
Come down to it all with your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. You fix it all, you fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's right. When I'm falling apart, you put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. From the wires tangled up to the broken dreams, you know how to mend all my scattered seams. With your steady hands, you refill my heart. Every piece that's lost gets a brand new start. You fix it all, you fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's bright. When I'm falling apart, you put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. Make it right. When the world shuts down and I can't see clear, you're my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. Fix it all, I will stand in tall to all you do. From the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's